losers. Welcome in, everybody. Yes, you're losers because I'm a loser, because the Bears are losers. We're all losers. And welcome into the stream. I hope you're all having a fantastic night. And if you're a Vikings fan, I hope you have stomach pain. No, I don't. That's mean. I don't know, but I'm hoping for something because I'm not in a good mood. Anyways, welcome into the stream, guys, and it's time to live watch some NFL content. I was blanking on the names of the teams for a second. It's time to live watch the Eagles versus the Rams, and we're going to get into it in a second here. Bear with me. I'm obviously having a night after the whole Bears fiasco. Okay, let me pull up my stream here. Give me a second. Okay, getting in. How's everybody doing? I've seen some of you guys are already in the chat. Looks like started this just in time. Rams are on offense. First in. Oh, I'm sorry. I lied. Not just in time. Second and 2. LA Rams 14-32 in the first quarter. They run it up the middle, and they get the first. They get the first. First and 10 coming up for the Rams. Fire Flus, I agree. Some guy named Dave. Fire Flus, 110%. I'm a loser, baby. So I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill it? Bow, bow, bow. Hey, who you calling a loser? I'm not a Bears. My team won. Like I said, if I'm a loser, we're all losers. That's how it works around here, all right? Everyone's a loser. Sick to my stomach over the Bears. Can we fire Eberflus already? Let's ask Ryan Pohl, shall we? I'm right there with you, Sam. My team barely won. At least yours won. But, you know, I guess some of us are all feeling it today. Probably not life. Lions won. Of course they did. Now we have to play the Lions on Thursday. Woohoo. Matt Stafford ran at it himself for the first down. It's a nice little run up the middle by Matty B. Matty S. First and 10 coming up for the Rams. Again. Hand the ball off. Nice run up the middle. Big gap. He's still going. He breaks a tackle. And he is down to the... Ooh, ball came flying out, but he was already down. First and 10. Big run. He's down to like the 15-yard line, I think. What a run. Big gap, and then he broke some tackles. Ooh, we had a helmet go flying too. Ooh, crazy. I put my sweatshirt in the dryer before the live started so that I could have a warm sweatshirt because I'm cold. Ooh, the Eagles players hit each other on that tackle, and that looks like he just got hit in the nuts with the helmet. Yeah, he's holding his junk all right. Sorry, it's not funny. His own teammate came up and his head collided right with his junk. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I know it's not funny, but it's kind of funny. But it's not funny. All right, let's see. Oops, I lost the feed. Okay. Eagles defense through week 11, 900 snaps. First and 10, again, coming up for the LA Rams. Puka's in some motion. Now he's not. And they hand the ball off again, and it doesn't really... Ooh, ball's out. Ball's out, and the Eagles have it. I don't know if he was down by contact, though, because it kind of looked like he was. Let's see. I think he was down by contact. Let's see. Oh, no, he was not. That's Eagles ball. That is Eagles ball. Whoa. Oh, that was a missed opportunity by the Eagles. Oh, he's yelling at the refs. I think he was challenging it. And now there was a challenge flag on the field. Was it before the play was snapped? Oh, what's happening now? Because that was an obvious fumble by. So he threw the challenge flag, but I can't. They're not. Was it before the snap went off? Because head coach of the Eagles, kind of looks like he's yelling at the bench, like he's mad they didn't tell him to throw the flag sooner. Philly does challenge, but the Rams got a snap off. But I presume if the flag was on the field before they got their snap off, then they have to do the challenge. And I think that's what's happening. It's kind of like what happened to the Bears, where they got the play off, but then apparently he challenged before the snap. But I have yet to see the tape of that. But no, I don't think it was overturned. They didn't review it. He threw the challenge flag, but they let the play run because they didn't see he threw the challenge flag. But that was definitely a fumble. So they haven't reviewed it yet because that should be overturned. It should be Eagles ball right now. Fire tomorrow? Yes. Thank you, Rum. I knew you'd agree with me. Sure. Sorry about the loss today. Glad to see Caleb doing well. It sucks to lose like that, but you got your guy, and that's what matters. Yeah, that's true. It just sucks that our guy has to go through basically what every other rookie quarterback the Bears have had to go through. But one would hope that, the thing is, it's obvious the head coach is the problem, but I don't really find like comfort in that because the Bears don't have a good history of hiring the right head coach. So I don't know how much I trust the Bears to make the right hire to get the right head coach for Caleb. But then again, you'd hope anyone's an upgrade over Flus. And my concern too is going to be him having to learn a new offensive system. It will be his third OC in 1 year, less than a year. So part of me is kind of hopeful that Thomas Brown can continue to show like improvement as the season goes on, and maybe make a candidate to be like head coach or OC or something because man, it would suck if Caleb has to learn a whole new system and a whole new offensive coordinator again. If he could continue to grow with Thomas Brown, that would be ideal. But, we haven't seen enough from Thomas Brown to know for sure that can happen. But I don't know. It's tough. Bears should fire all. I agree. Fire everybody. Yep, now the ruling on the field is overturned. Well, that's what I was saying. When they did the replay, I was like, how is Philly not challenging this? This is obviously a fumble, but the refs missed them throwing the challenge flag. But now it's been overturned and it's Philly's ball. We got a game cooking. Jalen Hurts with his big headband and his big helmet. 1st and 10. Hand the ball off. Up the middle, breaking some tackles. And it's 2nd down. There's like 3 spin moves there. Uh-oh, I'm yawning again. That's what happens to me in the... Jalen Hurts has got some eyebrows on him, man. I know I have like no eyebrows. Jalen Hurts has got some thick boys. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Eagles. We got 11:53 on the clock. And pass for the 1st down is complete. 1st down, Eagles. Trying to add some of my Whoa, why is it doing this? Sorry, guys. I'm fixing something on my YouTube feed here. Okay. Let's see. We got 1st and 10 again coming up for the Eagles. We're at 10:33, 7, 6, and we get the fake handoff. Jalen Hurts dropping back, whipping it to his left, and we got a break free for a 1st down to Brown. 1st and 10 coming up again for the Eagles. They're on a roll this drive. I see the beer symbols in the chat. Don't you worry. We got our spotted cow. Don't you worry. We also, because I was still finishing this drink, have some cream soda. This stuff. Top notch. Highly, highly recommend. Top notch. 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts hands the ball off. Ooh, nice run. Saquon Barkley picks up like 9 yards on the carry. Was almost blown up dead, but he found a window to run through. Let's go Jalen Hurts. I mean, yeah, sure. And Jalen Hurts. I was going to say Saquon Barkley, but Jalen Hurts came out of my mouth. That works too. Do you guys ever notice that on some people, their helmets look really big on their head, and on others it doesn't? Like Jalen Hurts, his helmet always looks big on his head. Same with Aaron Rodgers. His helmet always seems like it's like he's wearing a spaceship helmet, but then other players, it looks totally normal. I don't know what that's about. Jalen Hurts running it himself up the middle, and he gets the 1st down. We are at 8:51 left in the 1st quarter. 1st and 10 again coming up for the Eagles. I did debate making myself some hot chocolate before today's game. I'm not going to lie, but I was like, that's a lot of work. And then if it gets cold, I'd have to go to the microwave and like reheat it mid-live. I was like, probably not. What just happened? What did I miss? All right, 2nd and 2 coming up for the Eagles. Hands the ball off to Barkley again, who picks up the 1st down. Nice little run there. Sunday Night Football. All right, 1st and goal coming up for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts hands the ball off. And they pick up a few, like maybe 3 yards on that run. Ooh, chilly. I'm cold. Hurts for the 1st. 30 seconds ahead. How are you always ahead? Some guy named Dave. I don't understand. You're always ahead. Rodgers looks stupid in his old school helmet anyways. Like, we get it, dude, you're 100 years old. Honestly. You see, now we might be going on IR because he doesn't want to play for the Jets anymore. 2nd and goal coming up. Fakes the handoff. Hurts carries it himself and gains a few. Still not enough. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Seems like Hurts can't hear, or he's asking for the play call again. I don't know. He's signaling something over to the bench. Not sure, though. All right, 3rd and goal coming up. 6:07 on the clock. Jalen Hurts. Ooh, nice toss, but it doesn't go anywhere. A fake handoff toss up the middle, but it is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't really go anywhere. And it's 4th and goal, and I presume or assume that the Eagles are going to go ahead and kick the field goal here. After a pretty successful drive by the Eagles, they really were moving the ball pretty efficiently down the field, first down after first down, and now it's going to be a field goal. It was a good drive. Sucks that after all of that, they're only walking away with the field goal. But what can you do? And it's Sid. Rockets that guy in there. And it's 3-0. And my cats are not happy that they're locked out of the room. Oh, God. Leo's mad at me. Cats are not happy. I can tell you that right now. Hearing noises. They're up to something. Rome, you know by now if I let the cats in, it might get too chaotic in here. I just think that's too risky. They're going to yank out my cords, turn off all the lights. It'll be a disaster. Oh, man. I'm still reeling from this Bears loss. I'm really feeling the funk. It really sucks. Oh, God, the cats. Oh, we got a commercial for Suits coming back. Don't really think I'll be watching that. Not for me. Ah! Leo? I don't know what they need. You can never see enough kitties. I agree. But Rome, the problem is that once they come in, they're going to yank all the lights off. They're going to end up shutting my camera off. It's going to get chaotic in here. Curtis, hello again. Also, cats might make you feel better. Yes, maybe. Maybe in a bit. We'll let them in and try it out. And if they cause chaos, then I'll have to step away to kick them back out of the room. Like, if they sit long enough, they'll be good and just lay down. But the problem is I can't rely on them to do that. There's too many fun cords for them to play with right now. Can't be trusted. And the kick is underway. Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Josh Sweat, Nakobe Dean, Zach Vaughn, Darius Slay, Cooper DeJean, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Reed Blankenship, Quinton Mitchell. That was my announcement of the starting defense for the Eagles. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's weird because I have my heat off, but the thing keeps going off because I think other people in my apartment are like using the heat. So it's like I keep hearing it go off, but I have my heat off because I'm trying to resist turning it on. I've been using my fireplace. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Rams after a little run. I miss Vic Fangio from some guy named Dave. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you for that. I do too sometimes. I do too. 2nd and 7. Matt Stafford dropping back to pass over the middle, and it is complete for a first down to Puka Nacua. My fantasy team likes that. You know what else my fantasy team liked today? Jordan Addison. I didn't like it as a Bears fan, but my fantasy team loved it. God. Ugh. I'm gonna have to start doing some like primetime football with coffee or something. The tired fits I get when I do these. I don't know, man. It's gonna have to replace probably better for me too. Instead of doing a beer, we're gonna have to do like Bailey's and coffee for some primetime games. All right. 3:36 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Rams. Matt Stafford under center. And hands the ball off, and it is going to be good for a first down. And they are just past the 40-yard line now. Making their way downtown. Sent you a picture on X. Not sure it'll make you feel better, but at least it's cute. Now I'm intrigued. You gotta just get you a space heater. Yeah, honestly. Chat just relaxes you. Yes. Except when we start breaking out into chaos. Scottish Bear, what's up? Welcome in. What is up? Oops. Flus is 2-12 in the division. Yeah. He's also lost, like, and beat improbable odds to lose every fourth quarter game we've lost this season and last season and the season before that. So that's something. Wake up. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Rams. Oh, God. Leo's really mad at me. Matt Stafford dropping back. He gets rid of it over the middle, and it is good again to Puka Nacua. Or that is not Puka Nacua. My bad. It looked like it at first. It is not. 1st and 10. Taylor, sorry about your Bears. Appreciate it. It was a tough one. Hey, Leo. Can you guys hear him in the background yelling? 1st and 10 coming up. And Matt Stafford rolling, dumps it off to Puka, who picks up a decent amount of yards, including a first down. And it is 1st and 10 again for the Rams. And it's actually going to be 1st and goal coming up for the Rams. The amount of notes that Sean McVay has on that sheet is insane. I don't even know what they're yelling about. They just had dinner and they got some treats. 1st and goal coming up for the Rams at 1:20 left in the first. Matt Stafford got pressure right away, and he's going to throw it away. Should I let him in? Do I let Leo in? He's on a rampage. He's mad at me right now. Hey guys, how is your day going? Carne asada, that sounds good. Release the chaos kittens. All right, I'll ponder it after this drive here. Second and goal coming up for the Rams. And Matt Stafford dropping back. Ooh, he tries to throw it over the middle, and Eagles are gonna get flagged for pass interference. That's a tough flag to get right now. Yeah, I mean, it looks more like holding than yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, it's cold. 106 in the first, and it's now going to be back to first and goal because of the PI. See, we said release the kittens, but now that they're being quiet, I don't know if I should release them. First and goal, run it up the middle, and they push it in for the touchdown, and the Rams are in. And that was a nice little stomping celebration from Williams, and it is a touchdown Rams. The Rams are on the board. Just like that. Just like that. All right, Chris says release the kittens too. The Krakens. But see, now he's quiet. Now he's not yelling anymore. Like, do I disrupt that? 3rd and 6 coming up. I mean, what the hell am I saying? It's a field goal. 3rd and 6. I'm looking at the score. 3 and 6. Now 7-3. It's a field goal. Curtis, has anyone checked on GG? No, I have not seen him in the stream today, but it is Thanksgiving week. Could be doing family things and such. But who knows? Oh, Rome, that is cute. Should I share with the chat what you sent? Wait. Should I share the picture with the chat, Rome? Wait, I can't find our chat. Here it is. All right. This is. Hold on. Wait, where'd it go? The heck? Hold on. I saved it. Where'd it go? Hold on. Houston, we might have a problem. Okay, let's just see if this works. If it lets me. We're having a dilemma. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take like a screenshot of it because it's not liking it. Okay. Okay, everybody hold on. Okay. Here we go. This is what our friend Rome sent over. Ready and action. Oh, that was anticlimactic. Ready and action. A cute little space bear. It's a cute little space bear with a space ghost. It's a space bear and a space ghosty. It's a 2-in-1. Another Jesus commercial, yes. It's a spacey ghosty bear. Look how cute. And he's blue. He's a little happy spacey bear. I like his little space ghost on him. It's a combo. 2 for 1 special. All right. Here we go. And Rams are going to kick it away. I would like to see Torrey Taylor try some kickoffs. What movie do I watch tonight when I go to bed, guys? That's the question. I want to make a Bears Steelers, but the AI didn't play ball. Space Bear can be our new head coach, honestly. At this point, can't be worse than Flus. First and 10 coming up for Philly. Jalen Hurts under pressure, dumps it off, and makes a positive gain out of that for a few yards. That was almost a loss of like 5 yards and makes something out of it. Saquon Barkley got the chip block at first, but wasn't able to contain that. But it all kind of worked out in the end. 2nd and 6, 20 seconds left in the first. Jalen Hurts is going to carry it himself. Ooh. And he is met right away and maybe picks up about a yard, but that was a direct hit right there. It's going to be 3rd down coming up for the Eagles. And we have commercial break because it's the end of the first. All right, fine. Oh, I am much early. Think you can run the image through software to change specific colors into the other colors. That is beyond my scope. Watch out when that tummy lights up. Oh, my nose is running. I'm so cold. Maybe I should be turning on my heat, but that would require me to open the door and release the Kraken, aka my cats. But they're now quiet, and I feel that I'd be risking it by letting them wild. Maybe I'll do it. I'll be nice. Should I do it? All right. I'll release the Kraken. You guys have convinced me. Okay, they've been released. So if all the lights go down and the stream abruptly ends, don't say I didn't warn you. Also, I figured out why it's so cold. I had the air conditioning on. I don't know when that got turned on, but at some point the air conditioning got turned on. So that explains why I'm so cold. Because I was like, it feels colder than what it was earlier today. And I've been surviving without the heat. So why is it suddenly cold? I had the air conditioning on. That'll do it. On a 30-degree night in November, that'll do it. I want to see the cats. Well, I think Leo is slowly making his way in. Leo. Where's Life? Is she okay? Yes, Life is with family for Thanksgiving. Oh, here he comes. Hi, Leo. Come here. Hi. Oh, Finn is in here now, too. You just wanted to be held. Spoiled boy. Okay, get down this way. Get down this way, please. Has Eberflus been fired yet? Not yet, unfortunately. Saquon Barkley with the big run again. Oh, something was squeaking. And it is going to be 1st and 10 again, Philly. And 2nd and 10, Jalen Hurts had to throw it away. Give me 1 second. The Cats are about to get into something like I predicted. Give me 1 moment. I think did Finn just make an appearance? Because I saw him hop on the chair and they almost, oh God, I'm scared my light's about to go flying down. They're chasing each other now into the room. The tails are puffed. This is dangerous. Did Finn make his appearance? I seen him sneaking up here. First and 10 coming up for the Rams. 2nd quarter, 12:36 left to go. He took my seat. Oh, good. Whoa! Finn just did a jump midair and then landed and then jumped up the cat tree. I wasn't sure what was about to happen. Hi, Finn. Can you calm down? Can you calm down, buddy? Finny, I'm going to need you to take a chill pill, okay? There's a lot of technology over here. Finny. He's sitting in the cat tree next to me. Be good. If they can just chill out, we'll be fine. But I don't know. Oh, my nose is itchy. Don't know if we can rely on them being calm. My God, I have like a really weird tingle up my nose. I hope my nose doesn't start bleeding. I've been having a lot of nosebleeds lately. I get nosebleeds a lot, but especially when the air starts to get dry, I get them all the time. I don't know why. I always have since I was a kid. Whoa! Hey! No! Get down! 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 Finn! Oh my god, he's on top of the door. Hey! Get down! Get down! You don't do that. No. That was naughty. Jesus Christ. He was on top of the door as it was swinging. That was nice. Rome, avert your eyes. Why? Wait, what's happening? Parkour. Honestly, that's what it was. Oh, there's the turkey on the screen. The turkey hand puppet, I presume. Guys, you guys asked for the cats, and now we got a whole lot happening. This could all go downhill really fast. Jeez. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Gets the pass off to Puka, who picks up quite a few yards by pushing through. Hey, come here. Oh my god. Come here. Nope. Stay. Calm. Calm. I need you to calm down. That was a creepy turkey. Hey, calm down. You can sit on my lap if you want. Leo, it's 2nd and 4. Coming up for the Rams. Fakes the handoff, dropping back. Oh, ooh, Puka Nacua almost came down with the one-handed grab, but couldn't quite make it happen. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Rams. That was so close to being caught, too. Good coverage on defense. Really, really close. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Rams. That's Stafford rolling left, lets it rip and not connect to his aim. Going for Cooper Kupp. Does not connect. And it's going to be 4th and 4, and they're going to have to punt it away. What's up? Just sit on my lap. You can just sit here. No. Hey. Hey. No. Ow. Ow. No. Okay. Okay. And the Eagles have recovered the punt, and they're going to come out for 1st and 10. Hey, Leo, this is not going to work. Okay. Ow. I'm sorry. Do you want to sit on my chair with me? What is your plan? Leo. I think he wants me to move. You've got to be kidding me. He's trying to sit on my chair with me. All right, 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles. Nice run. Ooh, stiff arm. Picks up a few yards there, maybe about 4. Leo, I'm not getting off the chair, so you're going to either have to sit and figure it out or move. Ow, no. Ow, stop that. See, I blame you all for telling me to release the Kraken, because now the cats are in the room and it's pure chaos. Ow! No. No. This is not playtime. 3rd down and Barkley is in pain. Definitely not good for the Eagles. Not sure. He's back standing up. Okay, hey Leo, this is enough. Holding his junk again. We got another player holding their junk. Could be a groin, or it could be he just hit his sack. Thinking he might have pulled his groin or something. Third and 3 coming up for the Eagles. We're at 10:31 in the second. And Jalen Hurts is scrambling for the first down, and he gets it. And now I am going to kick the cats back out because this is not working. My cats like to clean my desk chair too. Told them repeatedly that this is mine. Now I have 2. Well, yeah. Yeah. I don't even know where Leo went anymore. But we're going to have to fix this. So momentarily, I will turn my light back on and get these cats out of the room because they are on zoomy mode now. Not a space bird, it's a space cat. Okay. And we're back. And I hear them banging against the bedroom door, so that's cool. I hear glass. You gotta be kidding me. 3rd and 4 coming up. Jalen Hurts dropping back, letting it rip, and it connects on a first down. Brown is still going, and he picks up the first, and now I need to go make sure that glass isn't broken. I have no idea why they're so hyper right now, but holy cow. They are on one right now. Okay, there's a flag on the plate. Back to football. 7:55 left in the second. Too many men on the field. Offense? Oh, an ineligible man downfield. My bad. I'm lip reading here. And it's going to go back for the Eagles. Okay, gonna be 1st and 15 coming up. Jalen Hurts dropping back, letting it fly, and it's too far for Goddard to come down with in the end zone. And there's another flag on the play. They're going to break in. Oh, Hydra Kids, Hydra Wires, cats getting everybody out here. Yeah, my cats are getting everything and everyone right now. Another flag on the play. Offsides offense. Another flag on the offense, back to back. Yeah, I guess his toe is over the line. All right, 1st and 20 now coming up for the Eagles. Second and 15. And Jalen Hurts. Ooh, no. Threw it to Barkley, who tripped over his own feet. Would have had some room to pick up, but tripped over his own feet, and they maybe gain a yard. I mean, doesn't even necessarily trip over his own feet, but just completely slips on the turf. Now it's going to be 3rd and 16. .647 in the second. 5, 4, 3. Gets dropping back. Pressure right away. There's a flag on the play. Jalen Hurts is going to run it. And who's the flag on? I couldn't tell. I seen an offensive lineman get like bulldozed, but offense again. But they declined the penalty because it is now 4th down for the Eagles. I think they called illegal motion, I think is what they called. The Eagles offensive lineman just got bulldozed over. Verse just completely lifted him off the ground. That was crazy. Talk about a lost rep. That was like getting manhandled right there. And the field goal attempt is good by the Eagles, and it's going to put 3 more points on the board to make it 6. So it is 7-6 Rams right now. And now we are on commercial break. Cats know they had an audience, apparently. Bedtime for Scottish Bear. Good night, Scottish Bear. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you for tuning in. I need to go to bed, to be honest, but here we are. I am tired. Oh. Oh, man. I am tired and ready for the bed. Kind of crazy. What? Hmm. Just thinking about the Bears game again. Oh God, I hear more banging outside the mall. Oh man, oh man. I seen the clips from the ending of the game. I feel kind of better about it. I'm tired, but today's my Friday, so I can do whatever I want. Dang, I wish today was my Friday. I would love to sleep in and not go to work tomorrow. Especially because I don't work Thursday because it's a holiday. Oh, sign me up. Sign me up. Twitter X is a funny place. One tweet says Giants have fired Dable. The next one says they're expected back in 2025 despite woes. Both are team insiders. It's definitely interesting for sure how that stuff gets leaked and who to believe when you know gotta trust your sources, I guess, when you're leaking information, right? Chris with the $10 super chat, returning the scream echo back to you. The scream echo in reference to he could hear my scream when the Bears lost all the way from Wisconsin. Thank you for returning it back. I appreciate the super chat. I don't appreciate the fact I had to scream about our Bears loss, but appreciate the $10 super chat. Thank you, Chris. Closer to our goal of buying the Bears from the McCaskies, which is much needed at this point. And my stream froze. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Rams. 5:50 left in the second. Second and 10. Come on. We got some motion. And hands the ball off. Gains like a yard. Not much. Not much going on there. 3rd down coming up for the Rams. Third and 9. You guys still have to tell me what movie I need to watch to go to bed tonight. I'm not going to actually watch it all the way through. I'll put it on and then hopefully fall asleep to it. But you need to tell me what movie to watch. 3rd and 9, and we're talking Christmas. Dropping back. Matt Stafford sacked. I saw that coming. I thought he was going to get rid of it, but he did not feel that pressure coming. Sacked, and it's 4th down. You know, I don't like that I can hear noises behind me because I know my TV is back behind this wall. Ooh, Eagles punt returner ran into his own player. Otherwise, he would have sat in some open space there. All right, we have another commercial break. Chiefs at Raiders. Coming at ya on Prime. It can't be this Thursday. Oh, Friday. Black Friday football. I was gonna say, Bears play the Lions for Thanksgiving. Wouldn't know anymore now that it's commercial break, but I think the last one I said, what was the last one I said? 5 minutes, 5 minutes and something, I think, on the play clock was the last one, or game clock was the last one I said. The ensemble cast with Keira Knightley, Martin Sheen, and a bunch of other famous people. Love Actually. Okay, maybe could make that one work. I gotta think of what it's on. What is it streaming on? I don't know. It's got to be on something. I could put on Love Actually. Not a terrible suggestion. The cast of The Office starting for my fantasy team. Super Bowl. What? What are you talking about? How do you have the cast of The Office starting for fantasy? How does that work? Just put on Friends. I do like Friends, hence the sweater. But I do like Friends. I could put Friends on. It's a good one to like fall asleep to. That's not a terrible idea, actually. 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles. Ooh, big run and gets the first down. I could put like the Thanksgiving episode of Friends on and fall asleep to that. Not a bad idea. Apparently they don't give him the first down. 2nd and inches coming up. For the Eagles, we got 3:42 on the clock. Ooh, that was a bit of an off pass, but they pick up the first on the screen pass. I can never get over how the head, like the whatever Jalen Hurts is wearing. I don't know if he's wearing a headband or like the cap on his head, but like when the helmet's on top of it, his eyebrows are his head is always like pushed down like this, and he always looks like he's pouting because then his chin strap pushes up against his chin, and he always looks like he's going like that every still of him. 1st and 10, hand the ball off. Nice run up the middle again, and it's going to be a gain of quite a few yards here. Did not make the first down, but it's going to be 2nd down and decent gain here. All right, we got 2:47 left, 21 seconds on the play clock. Ooh, nice run. Ooh, Barkley just knocked over a whatever he is, a sound guy. Oof. Bulldozed him right over. Nice run by Barkley, though. Like, nice cut and then run up the middle, up the sideline there. Almost looked like he wanted to hurdle for a second, but then didn't. 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Jalen Hurts keeps it. Doesn't really have anywhere to go and just runs out of bounds. Doesn't pick up anything, and it's 2nd down. And we're at the 2-minute warning of the half. And another commercial break coming up. As if we couldn't have enough. Gotta go. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, Taylor. Friends got too sad for me. Why did it get too sad? What made you sad? What about Friends made you sad? The one where Alexis falls asleep watching Friends episode. Yes. That's the one. It's kind of crazy how long that show was on air for. Cause like I I was like a baby, but then when it ended, like I was in school and I remember in my yearbook in school, it was like the like at the end of the yearbook pages, it would say like news from the year and it was like 9/11 and like rebuilding 9/11 and ground zero. And then it was like Friends cast, renew, agreed to do another season. Like it was like the most random stuff. But I like looking at my yearbook and I'm like, man, that show went on for a long time. It was very good. There's pictures from when I was a baby and just Friends is on, and well, not a baby, when I was a kid, and Friends is on in the background. Like, good show, good show. A lot of nostalgia with that show, you know? I think that's part of like the joy of watching it is the nostalgia from it. But yeah, I just really liked it. Still really like it. I just called Martin Freeman Martin Sheen. I'm more tired than I thought. You know, I was kind of wondering at first when I was reading that, and then when you said Love Actually, I was like, ah, yeah, that. And then I didn't even think of the fact that you did that. But I when I first was reading that, I was like, Martin Freeman. Because the dude died? Wait, who died in Friends? You mean the noisy upstairs neighbor? Oh, you mean because Matthew Perry in real life? I was thinking you meant a character, and I'm like, some side people died, but I don't think like anyone main in the show. Yes, Matthew Perry. Yeah, that is very sad. And how he died and everything is very sad too, but you know, he loved that show and he was a big part of why it was so funny. Um and some of the cast members have said now that they, even though they haven't really gone back and rewatched the show, now they've gone back and rewatched it just to see like Matthew again and you know, relive some of his humor that he like brought to the world, which I thought was nice. Love Friends. We were on a break. What were they on a break? Everyone who's watched Friends, do you agree they were on a break? I feel like that one's like a nuanced question though, because you can agree they were on a break, but also no. Were they on a break? Give me your answer. Give me your answer in the chat. If you watched Friends, were Ross and Rachel on a break? I prefer How I Met Your Mother. I love both. I love How I Met Your Mother too. It was a really, really good show. I have that on DVD. I have Friends and How I Met Your Mother both on the box set. I love both of those shows. How I Met Your Mother is so good. Um, and as someone, I mean, and I lived in New York too, so both shows, it's like, and How I Met Your Mother has a bit more of like the actual New York feel, you know, of living in New York and going to the dive bar and stuff. But yeah, really good show too. Really love How I Met Your Mother. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Eagles with 1:53 left on the game clock with 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finally get the snap off, man. Jalen Hurts scrambling now for the first down, and I don't know if he actually got it. I think they're going to give it to him, but I don't actually think the hand that was holding the ball extended for the first down. But it looks like they're going to give it to him for the first. I just whacked my elbow on the table. Yeah, I guess he did get the first. He did get the first. All right. 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles. 1:46. Ooh, nice catch and stays in bounds. The clock is still going to keep running, or at least it should, unless he fell out of bounds. Okay, the clock has stopped. First and goal. Nice catch by Saquon Barkley there. Nice way to keep it in bounds, but step out to stop the clock. Even though they don't really need to, they have 3 timeouts. If anything, you want to keep the game clock running. Barkley with the handoff and kind of gets stuffed on the run. Or Alexa, rip. I feel that wrong. Right, on a break or not, Ross still messed up. 100%. I'm on team they were not on a break because the thing is they were in the middle of an argument and Rachel was like, I don't know, maybe we should just take a break. And then he was like, take a break. And she was like, I don't know. And then she like stormed out, like they like were in a heated argument and then they both like left. And I'm like, if that was me in that argument, I would not immediately assume that we're broken up. I would be concerned that we're about to be, but I would not assume that that means like right then and there we're broken up. I would assume that they are that we like are on the verge of a breakup and need to figure this out. Second and goal coming up for Philly. 1:32 still on the clock. 7-6. Jalen Hurts dropping back, going in end zone. Ooh, touchdown, but did he maintain possession? I don't think so. Third and goal. He had it in his hands. 1, 2. I guess this is going to come down to what does the NFL consider a catch? The question of the hour every single week. He technically had 2 feet down. Catch 1, 2, 3. I don't know. That actually might be a catch. I think that's a catch. He got 3 feet down. I mean, there's the whole maintain possession and everything else, but ooh, I kind of think that's a catch. Now we're going to commercial break while they review. Rome, they were on a break, but that's still not a reason to go F someone else right away. Yeah, I agree. I've gone back and watching Animal Control new season comes out January 2nd. Chris, that is such a random comment. Animal Control's new season comes out January 2nd. Curtis, yeah, and if 2 people decide to go on a break and that happens, that person's actually been on a break for a while. Wait. Yeah, I think I get what you mean. A break is not broken up, at least not to me. Well, and that's the thing is they never had like that conversation. You know, they were in the heat of an argument and then she said, maybe we should go on a break. And then he like got all mad and then they like walked away. But they never actually like broke up. They never said we're officially going on a break or like, do you actually want to go on a break? Yes. Okay. What does that mean? Are we broken up? Are we not broken up? Whatever. Can we see other people? Can we not? Like they didn't have any conversation about it. And he was just like, we were broken up. And so I slept with someone within 5 hours. Like, Ross, you effing idiot. Break or not, she's still waiting and he still wants her, basically still an active relationship, justification. But looks at it in real life, if it were you or even a friend, Ross, 100%. If that was someone I was dating, it would be over after that for sure. Like, done. That's it. You're able to turn around and go get with someone else like within an hour of an argument? No. 3 feet down? I think he got 3 feet down. But we're still on commercial break while they review. Vacation is a good description. For real, if I take a vacation at work, I'm still employed. The kids have breaks at school, but they still students. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. I just think the whole like we were if like I don't know. I'm just of the opinion that you need more communication than that in a relationship. And if we were in the middle of a fight and the person I'm dating went like, maybe we should take a break and then stormed out, I wouldn't immediately assume we're broken up. I'd be like, we need to have a talk. And that was a heated fight. But like, I wouldn't be like, that's it, we're broken up. Time to go to the club and see who wants to sleep with me. Like, that would not be my mindset at all. So I just think that's crazy. And like you guys are saying in the chat, even if you want to play that as the argument's sake, like Ross's whole thing of we were on a break. Like, even if you were, she's still allowed to be hurt by what you did because that was a douchebag move. I would have broken up with you too. But, you know, it's television. Got to make good television. But still, that was crazy. That, God. We were on a break. The thing is, Ross was one of those characters that, like, was really annoying. But, like, the actor, David Schwimmer, did such a good job with his comedic, like, his physicality. And honestly, with everything, with how he portrayed Ross, like, he did such a good job that you couldn't help but, like, laugh at everything he did. But he was, like, the most annoying character. But the actor did such a good job, you couldn't help but, like, find his character funny. Yo, what's up? What's up? How are you doing? The controversy shouldn't have been have they been on a break or not, but did Ross mess up or not? Agreed, Rome. Low key, the Bears should have taken a field goal instead of going for two at the time they went for it on fourth down. Yep, agreed. Agreed. If we went for the field goal instead of a 2-point conversion, we would have won the game. If the field goal that we attempted wasn't blocked, we would have won the game. Lots of if onlys there. And they did count it as a touchdown for the Eagles, and so we are back for the Rams getting the ball. I always find it funny how many like celebrities just turn up for these games in LA. First and 10, Cooper Kupp runs out of bounds, 1:23 left of the second quarter. First, the best TV drama is taken from real life. That's why Friends has endured in popularity. No, that's very true. Like a lot of the stuff they have in like the breakups and stuff too. Ooh, Matt Stafford sacked. I saw that one coming. Again, he could not escape, and it's going to be third down for the Rams. Yeah, like when Chandler was going through his breakups, like all of it felt so real. I remember when I was like going through breakups as a teenager and stuff, I would rewatch Friends episodes where he's like holding the record and just singing, and I was like, this is how I feel right now. And it was just like so therapeutic, and like the friends like just walking in each other's doors, like that's what I did in college when I lived in New York. Like it's very realistic in a lot of ways for a comedy sitcom. Third and 13, and the Rams run it and pick up a few, but not nearly close enough for the first down. Fourth down, 33 seconds left to go. Like I know in college, like my friends would just walk right into my apartment, and like I'd wake up and my friend Oliver was just like making tea in my in my kitchen. I was like, "What are you doing here?" And he was like, "I wanted tea." like like it was just I don't know. And maybe that was unique to some. But like especially living in New York, it's very that's where I think How I Met Your Mother really does a good job too with that. It's just so different. Good times, good times. I wish somebody would have told me, babe. Someday these will be the glory days. And that punt flies out of bounds. Curse with the wisdom. Saccharoony. Have all of you watched How I Met Your Mother? That's a really good one. I know someone else has, but has everyone else watched How I Met Your Mother? 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles. 26 seconds. Are they going to actually go for something, or are they just going to run the clock down? $26 seconds. And come on, the refs are telling them not to go yet. Okay, 1st and 10. Let's go, come on. These last 20 seconds have lasted 5 minutes. Jalen Hurts tries to pass over the middle, and it's no good, but there's a flag on the play, and I think the Rams are going to be called for pass interference, which is going to give the Eagles some field position here. Yep, pass interference defense. And it's going to be 1st down, Eagles. One of my favorite shows, that and Entourage were my comfort shows. Are you talking How I Met Your Mother? Rome, you've watched How I Met Your Mother? So that's why I love Friends. You say one line from the show and boom, nostalgia, memories, and discussions. Yeah, so true. So true. First and 10. Jalen Hurts dropping back. Pressure's coming. And throws it away. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. 17 seconds. I swear the last minute of this half has taken like 10 minutes to go. How I Met Your Mother is so good. I really love their except their last season. Last season, not very good. How they ended the show, not a fan of. 2nd and 10 coming up. Two, one. Jalen Hurts takes the ball himself and is going to run it and, I don't know, picks up like a yard or two. Second timeout. My God. Please just let the time go. 20 seconds feel like 50 seconds. More like 10 minutes. Why are so many good shows ruined by bad endings? I don't know. And How I Met Your Mother doesn't even have the excuse of like a show that, kept running when it should have ended a while ago. Like they had always had how they wanted to end the show in mind. And I know they had like a different alternate ending, but the way they ended it with like the whole Robin thing, like it just kind of defeated the whole purpose of the show and Ted's character arc of like finding the mother and everything. Like I don't know, it totally ruined it for me. So up until the last episode in the last season, I was really on board with the show. Fourth and 7. Matt Stafford has some crazy veneers, like insanely white. And they're going for it on 4th and 7, which makes sense because there's 7 seconds left in the game. Well, in the half. Oh my God. Another timeout. I'm gonna lose my mind. I was one of the few Red and Robin shippers, but even I hated the ending. Or Ted and Robin shippers, but even I hated the ending. Yeah. Yeah, the ending just really ruined it for me. It was like the way they did it, it just totally defeated everything. All right, come on, get this playoff, please. Jalen Hurts is gonna run it. Why? Why do that? And there's no time left on the clock. That run was totally blown up, and we're going into the second half. But first, commercials. I don't understand what Jalen Hurts was doing on that one, but okay. And Eagles are leading 13-7 going into halftime. Yeah, the ending kind of sucked, but the alternate ending wasn't much better. No, both endings were not very good. I don't know. I feel like after so many seasons of that show, you would have thought they would have come up with a better ending than what they did. It was kind of disappointing. By the way, this is if anyone's curious, this is what um wait, what? The game's not over? It just said 0 seconds on the clock. And now Matt Stafford's running out with 2 seconds. This half has taken 10 years. My God. I think I said there was a minute left on the play clock like 15 minutes ago. Please just take a knee. Stafford is sacked. So glad we did something with these final 2 seconds. And now we head to the halftime. Thank God. Snooze fest over here. Like, that's why I think George R. Martin won't finish his books. He's afraid the fans will be upset with whatever ending he comes up with. See, here's the thing. If you write a good show, it's not hard to write a good ending. The problem is a lot of shows go on for far too long. It's like when they say you need to leave a party while it's still fun. Like, you leave a party while it's still fun because after the party reaches its peak, things start to go downhill. So if you leave the party while it's fun, you leave on a good note and you can go home saying, yeah, that was a good party. Had a good time. Glad I'm home. The same thing goes with shows. You want to end while it's on its peak, while it's like at its highest point is when you want to wrap it up because that's when everything is making sense. The show is addicting, and then you end it on a good note. You end it how you want to end it, and then everyone can look back at the show and be like, man, that was a good show. But like in something like a sitcom, it's a little different. But in the case of How I Met Your Mother, like they had a plan. You know, like in a show like that, they had a plan from the moment they wrote the pilot episode to how they wanted it to end. And then the rest was the middle they figured out. But they knew how they wanted the show to end. And I'm like, to think that's it? Like after all of that, that's how you wanted the show to end? It's just crazy. This is only halftime. I know this has been a snooze fest, and that second half felt like eternity. It's already almost 9 p.m. and we're not even at half. Like we just got to halftime. When they created the show, they actually had everything planned out. They knew the whole storyline and just adjusted as seasons went. They think they got too far away from it to get back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They knew from when they started the pilot episode how they wanted the show to end. And then yeah, they just completely derailed that and then did whatever they did with the ending. Still had all those years to change up how it ended and never did. It's like a bear stroke here. And I still don't really even understand how Robin, like, how that whole ending really even fits the storyline that they did. It doesn't. It's just weird. On a side note, this is what Kevin O'Connell said about Caleb Williams after the game. I told him after the game because we had spent a lot of time together pre-draft, and really, I've known Caleb for a long time, and I think the world of him. He just continues to get better and better. You can see it when he starts creating off schedule and that change of direction and athleticism. And we had him dead to rights a couple times, and he gets out and makes huge plays. It's going to be a challenge. We're going to have to play as consistently as possible and disciplined as possible against him as he continues to grow. I look forward to the challenge of competing against him because he's going to be a really good player. Now, if we can just get him a head coach. If only we can get him a good coach. Oh no, CJ Stroud today pulled the Dan Orlovsky in the end zone. Running out of bounds? That's crazy. Dang. If the 49ers fire Shanahan, we would win a chip in Chicago. I don't think they're firing Kyle Shanahan. That would be crazy. As much as Bears fans have joked about it, I don't think they're going to do it. That would be nuts. I think that would be a very big mistake on the 49ers' part. But you never know. Crazier things have happened. I can't believe how bad they lost to the Packers, though. I saw that coming, though, because they had so many injuries. But, like, that was a pretty bad loss. That was a pretty bad loss. And, of course, I guess on the plus side of the Bears losing is we didn't help the Packers any. If there's a plus side to be seen from all of this, I guess it would be that. Oh, man. I just don't even know anymore. Now you guys are making me want to watch How I Met Your Mother, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to watch that now. I need to watch like a Christmas movie or something, I think. Or the Friends Thanksgiving episode. Hey, we got a super sticker from Fidel Monto. Am I saying your name right? I'm sorry if I'm not. You can correct me. Thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super sticker. And I am with you on the Bears being able to go to like a championship with Kyle Shanahan, but I just don't think the 49ers will do it. But if they did, that would be sick. That would be sick. But thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate it. Another step closer to our goal of just buying the Bears from the McCaskies. I was liking The Office up until they started going overboard with the whole Jim and Pam subplot. See, I thought Jim and Pam were like the bread and butter of the show, though. I mean, obviously Michael Scott, but like I thought I thought Jim and Pam were kind of like the it couple of the show, no? I wasn't big on The Office. I've seen The Office, but like, because I had an ex who was really into The Office, but I never like really got into it myself. I like it. I've watched it. I just never was like a binge watch it over and over type of person. TBBT fans. Big Bang Theory? Is that what you mean? I never watched The Big Bang Theory religiously either, but I have seen some of it. Life is here in the chat. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. The party has arrived. The Big Bang Theory, I've seen bits and pieces. I've never watched like the entire seasons back to back or anything. Life, we're talking Friends, Ross and Rachel, were they actually on a break? How I Met Your Mother and how they ended the show. Now Rome is asking if anyone's watched Big Bang Theory. So feel free to interject your thoughts now. That is the rundown of what we've been talking about as we're at halftime for the game going on right now. I need to get my stream back up because it froze on me. The heck? Okay, there we go. Now we're back. Big Bang Theory for me was like discovering a new favorite food, gorging it, then getting sick of it after a few weeks. I watched Big Bang Theory so many times. It's good one to have on while doing stuff around the house. Fair enough. Fair enough. I just think for me that's more so of my other sitcoms like Friends, How I Met Your Mother. Just because I've seen it so many times, it's easy to just have it on in the background. But I just never could really get super into Big Bang Theory. I don't know why. I just couldn't do it. My contribution is Big Bang Theory seemed kind of gross, so I never watched it. What about Friends and How I Met Your Mother, Life? Did you watch those shows? Oh, I'm still cold. And I did put the heat on because the air conditioning was on and made my apartment cold. So I put the heat on, but now I'm still cold. Oh my gosh. Gross. Oh no. Oh no, Trap C, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh, I'm cold. I'm cold. Oh, Life, you missed the cats were in the room earlier and they caused havoc, turned off the lights. Leo tried taking my chair. Finn took over for a bit. And they had to be kicked out because they were causing pure chaos. But they were in the stream for a bit. Life, too young for Friends, and I just missed Mother. I just missed Mother. Well, you can still watch them. Duh. I recommend. Go back and watch Friends and How I Met Your Mother. I highly recommend. Watch Christmas Vacation. The kid who plays Chevy Chase's son is the same actor who plays Leonard in Big Bang Theory. Yeah, that's true, actually. I forgot about that. It's funny how young he was in it. I forgot about that. That is the same actor. Child actor. Isn't it funny he had been acting for that long and only really became known for How I Met Your Mother when he was in his like 30s? I assume he was in his like 30s, I think. And we're back for the start of the third quarter for the game. About damn time. This game has been going in slow freaking motion. Didn't How I Met Your Mother have a terrible ending? I remember hearing people complain. Yeah, so the ending wasn't good because when you watch the whole show, it doesn't really tie in with the rest of the show, and it's kind of like, what the F? But the rest of 99% of the show is really, really good, and I highly recommend you watch it. It's a sitcom, but it's also a sitcom where you actually have to, like, they have inside jokes with the audience because they'll recall stuff in like season 5 from an inside joke from like season 1, and the plot line is like very deep and interwoven in the show, so like it's very, very good. I highly recommend it, and it's very funny. So I highly recommend watching How I Met Your Mother, even though the ending's not amazing. I still recommend. And here we go. Kickoff is underway. The key to watching How I Met Your Mother is stop watching 3 episodes before it actually ends. Pretty much. Like you can watch, what is it, 9 seasons, I think? Or how many seasons? Yeah, 9 seasons. So you can pretty much watch almost all 9 seasons without an issue, and it's a very, very good show. Just don't watch like the final 2 episodes and you'll be fine. And it will end on a good note for you. It's just very weird how they end it, but the rest of the show is very, very good. It's like amazing how they have a sitcom that is also with a very, very intricate like plot line, and how they have inside jokes with the audience, how they do recalls from like previous seasons. It's all just very, very good. Saquon Barkley with a huge run. He's gone. He's going to be gone for the touchdown. Opening drive to start the third quarter. And it's a touchdown for Saquon Barkley. Huge run. Dang. 19-7. Crazy run. Crazy, crazy. You just found that open grass and said, zoom. Also, my stream is being very weird. It's like really jump cutting right now. Field goal is good, or I should say the extra point is good. Same thing. And we're good. 20-7 now. Oops, Eagles lead. They were all the way back at their own 30-yard line. Saquon just jump cut and bam, he's gone. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What a run. Or another Barkley touchdown. Yeah, he's on one today. That is right, some guy named Dave. And she looked away. Hey, I seen it this time. Who are we rooting for? I don't really have any stake in this game. I guess I'll go Eagles, because why not? I don't know. I'm rooting whoever can make the game clock go by faster so I can go to bed at a reasonable time. Second longest touchdown run from Barkley? Dang. I'm actually going to reload my stream because it's like being really weird. So We're gonna reload this. There we go. Yeah, it definitely was like missing. I don't know. That was weird. All right, 1st and 10 coming up for the Rams, 14:49 in the third. First and 10, 17, 16, 15. And they hand the ball off. And the ball came out. It was a good run. Ball came out, but I think Rams recover. And honestly, they might have recovered it like on the first down. That was a nice punch right there. Rams offensive lineman, it looks like, recovered the ball. It's going to be 2nd and inches coming up for the Rams. Ooh, Williams is tied for the most among running backs for fumbles this season. Running it again, and they pick up the first down. Nice. But I just got here, so it should last forever. Wait, what should? Wait, what should? Rams for me? Rome's rooting for the Rams. Okay. 1st and 10 coming up. And we got 13:30 on the game clock. Matt Stafford dropping back. Ooh, Puka Nacua caught it, but was he in bounds? There's also a flag on the play. Pass interference defense. They decline it because he already got the first down and then some, but I want to see the replay of how he made that catch. Crazy. What a grab by Puka. 1st and 10 coming up for the Rams. Fakes the handoff, dropping back, rolling a little to his right, dumps it off, and the tight end picks up the first down. And we're at 12:54 in the third. Rams are moving down the field. Just because the Eagles are already 8-2, fair enough. I would also prefer Rams not looking good on that front so far. Well, they're moving down the field now. I'm rooting for players' points for fantasy. Yeah, that's a good point. I actually should be rooting for the Rams for that because I have Puka Nacua on my fantasy team. Let's see. Jalen Carter's doing something. I don't know what. Head coach is trying to pull him away from whatever he's doing. And we have an injured Eagle on the sideline, I think. We're going to commercial, though, so I can't see. Not sure what commercial this is happening right now. It's for Walmart, I guess. What? Google AI apparently thinks Dracula is a good movie to fall asleep to. I don't know if I want to go to sleep to Dracula. Maybe that will be up more up Rome's alley. I just don't think that's I don't think that's for me. I think I'll be falling asleep to either a Christmas movie or Friends. Thanksgiving episode is what the conclusion I'm coming to. This got Puka on one and Cup on the other. I wish I had Barkley though. I have Swift and oh my god, Jamar Gibbs and Puka and Jalen Hurts. I have Jalen Hurts on my team too, so I guess Jalen Hurts is my starting quarterback. Duh. I think someone here would encourage people going to sleep around vampires. I'm more of a Carmilla girl, not Dracula. That's true. I feel like most people in the chat don't know who Carmilla is, Rome. I thought this was a pimple, but it's like a freckle I have, and I don't recall having this before. Interesting. Oh, I have a headache. On the right side of my head. And we're back. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Ooh, that handoff was stuffed, and that is a loss of like 10 plus yards. Maybe not 10 plus, but it's a big loss. Ow, my head. So are you saying most of chat is uncultured, Alexis? Yes. Yes, I am. Life. Calling out the chat. Carmilla is a 1872 Gothic novella by, wow, Rome really is giving us the breakdown. Carmilla is a 1872 Gothic novella by Irish author Sheridan Le Fanu, and one of the early works of vampire fiction predating Bram Stoker's Dracula. Did you just know that by heart, or did you just pull that off Google? Because if you knew that by heart, that's crazy, Rome. Some crazy memory recall. Big hit on Stafford there by Graham. Ooh, right into the... Hello? Right into the leg of this offensive lineman. 3rd and 16 coming up for the Rams. $11:43 in the third. 3, 2. Stafford dropping back. Going deep. Puka Nacua. Oh, it was in his hands. Couldn't hold on to it, but there's a flag. I think they're going to call a flag on the Eagles, which I don't know if I agree with that. They're calling pass interference defense. That ref is jacked, man. Let me see the replay here. Oh, that's a really bad call. That's really bad call. I don't know. I don't know if you can call that PI. I guess maybe. I mean, he is kind of pushing Puka, and he doesn't fully turn his head, but like, I don't know. That felt kind of ticky-tacky to me. And that's costly too. 1st and goal now for the Rams. The run gets stuffed. Oof. That was a real costly penalty for the Eagles. Slay is coming off the field, going to the locker room. Yeah, he did slightly shove him, but I don't know. Sometimes I think these are too ticky-tacky. Uncultured, who hasn't heard of Carmilla? Raise his hand. I knew that by heart, but was too lazy to type, so I copied it off Wikipedia. All right, Ron, all right. As in Dracula's mother. Carmilla was a lesbian, doubt she had kids. Look, you taught Chris something new. And the Rams, as I'm looking away, get a touchdown on the board. And just like that, the Rams are on the board. And now it's going to be a kickoff to the Eagles. Ticky-tack earlier, true. I wonder what the reception in 1872 was like. Wikipedia doesn't seem to know. True. Although I don't know if in 1872 it was was it explicit that Carmilla was a lesbian, or was it like implied, but they weren't like thinking that at the time. I knew I knew who Carmilla was because I painted a car once for someone who named the car Carmilla. Used the paint that got its pigment from roses. Dang, what the heck? That's cool. That's very unique. That's really cool, actually. Did it smell like roses too? Nice vampire accent, Alexis. That was like a mix of vampire with some fake Italian or something. I don't know what that was. Unfortunately, not at all. Would have been cool. Also smell like roses. Oh, we have a Christmas commercial. I saw a cute Hy-Vee commercial the other day that I actually really liked. It was a very it was almost like a Love Actually thing, where it was like a bunch of clips from what looked like a bunch of different people's lives. Like there was a lesbian couple, there was a interracial couple that were like having a baby. There was like a set of twins who one was in the a set of female twins. One was in the military. One was like had a job, like a job in the States. And like, I don't know, it was like a bunch of different, like, it looked like a bunch of different life situations. And then at the end, it turns out they're all like from the same family and they all came together for Christmas. And it was like a commercial for Hy-Vee for like, they all were coming home for Christmas and the parents were like getting all the food ready. I was like, that was a really cute commercial. And they played it to the soundtrack of Seasons of Love. And I was like, I actually really liked that commercial. It was really cute. Very wholesome. Bro. I'm positive the association between vampires and sex was understood at the time. Yeah, but like, I don't know how it was written at the time. You know, like, was it? I mean, look, they still say Emily and Sue from like Dickinson. Like, they're like, for a long time, history was like, they were just such good friends. I'm like, they read the letters, girl. They were more than friends. But like historians were like, they were just really good friends. Did you read the letters that they wrote? I think there's a bit more to it than that. Western style vampires have always been associated with different sexualities. Just as long as they are the villains, people were okay. That's true. Also, it depends on like the location, because like, you know, for example, in like ancient Rome and stuff, like it was commonly known that a lot of men would be with other men. Like a lot, like sexuality was very fluid in like ancient Greek and stuff. And and like it's like documented in history and stuff of like kings having multiple like different gendered lovers and stuff. But then they dwindled away from that when Catholic like came into the picture more for like different, I don't know. I've watched a whole history documentary on it. It was very fascinating. I watched it with my grandpa. It was very enlightening. It's very interesting. But all that to say, I guess it depends like where it was written and how it was written and everything else. Jalen Hurts dropping back to pass on first down. And was that caught? I think it was. First down again. We got 10:40 on the play on third quarter. Jeez. Let's count to 10 Count to 10 Count Dracula voice. I gotta ponder it. A 1, 2, a 3, 4, a 5, 6, 7, 8, a 9, a 10. that was my poor attempt. I need to practice that. That was my impromptu. A 1, a 2. I'm Dracula. A 1, a 2. See, I keep like falling into this weird mix of Italian, and I feel like it's not a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. Second and 3 for the Eagles, handing the ball off, and he stopped shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1, it looks like. Hector deletes Achilles' friend. Achilles deletes Hector's army. Yep. Oh, 3rd and inches. My bad. 3rd and inches. And the Eagles, the traditional tush push. And Jalen Hurts went around the center of the pile and just completely blew past the Rams defense. Picked up the first down. just was like, I'm just going to sneak right past you. First down, Eagles. So they had a very different view than we do if you were a receiving partner that was looked down on. So a lot of receiving partners were boys. Oh, that's true. That is true too. That is a factor that I forgot to add into what I said. That's very true. It was viewed differently. Explains same. Oh god. Same. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Eagles. They're replaying the tush push. What is this random picture? Okay. 2nd and 10 coming up, 8:22. Running the ball again. And he only gets to like the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down coming up for the Eagles. About 8 minutes left of the 3rd. What are we looking at right here? What's happening? 3rd and 10? Okay. I don't know what the broadcast is showing us because I can't hear it. So it's an interesting view. All right, 3rd and 10 coming up. Three, two, one. Jalen Hurts dropping back. Ooh, pressure coming, and he's scrambling and he's getting away. He's going to be able to pick up the first down. And then some, pushed out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Ooh, there was some extra pushing and shoving going on. I honestly don't think Jalen Hurts' facial expression changes at any point throughout the game. He just looks the same all game. Legal contact defense, holding offense. These penalties offset. 3rd down. Well, that sucks. He had picked up the first, and now it means nothing. And now we're going to do it again. 3rd and 10 for the Eagles. Here we go. Jalen Hurts dropping back, dumps it off, and going to be able to get the first down. Still going. Barkley all the way down the sideline. It is going to be another first down for the Eagles after their last first down was taken away due to offsetting penalties. Barkley is really having a game today, that's for sure. For sure. First and 10, 6:26 in the third. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands off to Barkley again, who gets the touchdown. And once again, how many does he have today? Or no, this isn't Barkley. This is Gainwell. My bad. Gainwell with the touchdown. 7 plays, 70 yards, 4:34 time of possession for that Eagles drive. And they are now up 26-14 on the Rams. This Rams defense is having a really hard time stopping anything. And I'm going for the extra point. And it is good. We are now at 6:17 in the third, as we, I think, are heading into commercial break. I assume so. Anyways. Wait, life or life? What did I do now? Is someone a Colts fan? It's look up at the what Bri had said before. Wait, what is Rome quoting in the chat? Hold on. Rome, what are you what are you quoting? Okay, Carmilla, page 19. Oops. Do I have to read this out loud? Okay. All right, this is from Carmilla, page 19. From Rome. Okay, guys, here you go. Doug, welcome in. This is going to seem like a random, just go with us here. We have some random topics in this live, so if you're just tuning in, we talk a lot of random topics during boring games or really any live streams. We have a lot of random topics, and we have traveled from Friends to How I Met Your Mother, and now we are talking vampires, and we dived into Carmilla. And we have a quote from one of the pages of Carmilla from Rome, so I'll go ahead and read it here. Sometimes, bracket, ... my strange and beautiful companion would take my hand, blushing softly, gazing in my face with languid and burning eyes, and breathings of ast that her dress rose and fell with the tumultuous respiration. And with gloating eyes, she drew me to her, and her hot lips traveled along my cheek in kisses, and she would whisper, "You are mine." Curtis. Gay. You're seducing the chat, Rome. So, that is an excerpt from Carmilla, thanks to Rome. As important as the G in beating golf and the comma in all my as if you're a Cowboys fan. This is a very after dark chat. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Very well done. Thank you. I'm also a Bears fan. Who do you want the Bears' next head coach to be next season? Um, God, I don't know. The easy answer, I guess, is Ben Johnson, but like he's a good OC. Do we know he's a good head coach and leader of men? Mm-hmm. Uh, Personally, I really don't want to have to see Caleb learn a whole new his third offensive system in less than a year. And I like what he's doing so far with Thomas Brown. I would like to see Thomas Brown in consideration. If the trend continues all the way to the end of season, I would like to see Thomas Brown in consideration. But if he'll even want to stay, even if he could. But I would like to see Caleb not have to learn a whole new system again. So we'll see. Other than that, I don't really know who I want. I guess it depends what candidates kind of come about as the search begins. But I just hate that we have to do the cycle all over again, to be honest. Like, I'm not excited about it. I don't like that, once again, the rookie quarterback is going to have a new OC, a new head coach, and everything else. It really sucks. Ooh, we have some hard helmet-to-helmet contact here. Darius Slay is now out with a concussion. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Stafford dropping back, and that was way overthrown. 2nd and 10 coming up. Rome, you wanted to know how explicit it was for the 19th century. That was pretty hot outside of, okay, which was also hard to get without context. How do you know, Rome? How do you know that information? I like that bear that is behind you. This is Space Bear. He's been alive since the 80s, since before I was born. And he's a bit old, a bit worn down. A hand-me-down bear, and his name is now Space Bear. Say hello to the chat, Space Bear. He's our little mascot. Rams, 3rd down coming up. 4:44 in the 3rd. 22, 21, 20, 19. It's 3rd and 3. And got some motion and snap, and Stafford getting the ball out quick to Cooper Kupp, who drops the ball, was reaching for the 1st down. And I think they're going to call that incomplete, and it's 4th down. Cooper Kupp did come down with the catch, but and he never crossed the line for the 1st. Oh, they did call it complete, but 4th and 1. Ah, shoot, and my stream froze. Gosh, dang it. Come on. And it's caught by Puka Nacua for the 1st down. My stream came back just in time. It's going to be 1st down Rams. My fantasy team likes that. I'll take that, thank you. 1st down Rams coming up. Rome knows all about the trials of the 19th century smut acquisition. I read a lot. She is a creature of the night. Creature of the night. Rocky Horror, anybody? And we're on commercial break. At the late night double feature passion show. Now Rome has to read to us. Is that what we're calling it?
Bedtime stories with Romy Raven. You got Alexis for that? I remain quietly in the shadows. Hey now. Hey now. But you're the closest thing to a vampire. That is true. 19th century book has so many ankles in it. For anyone just tuning in the chat, you guys might be very lost, but just dive in if you ever feel like it. We just dive into some random topics here. Before we were debating, were Ross and Rachel on a break? Yes or no? I think the general consensus we came to was it doesn't really matter because either way, Ross was a douchebag. But we did discuss that, as well as the ending of How I Met Your Mother. The late night double feature. Fun fact, the Rocky Horror Picture Show is the longest running movie playing in theaters since 1975, I think. I do believe that. I could see that. It's got like a huge vast following. They still do live shows and stuff all the time in New York, too. Showing ankles is allowed in chat. At the late night double feature show. I've been watching a lot of random stuff on the Titanic the past few days, and I don't know why. I've been just like very much into the historics of the Titanic and like watching videos on like the architecture and eyewitness accounts and like I don't know, I've really gone on a rabbit hole. I don't even know how I did. I seen like one video and ended up on a rabbit hole on the Titanic, but I've been thoroughly enjoying the videos, and so now I have a video bookmarked to watch later of when the Carpathia received the Titanic's distress call. I don't know why I'm like this. Go loud in chat. Only if you pay a certain super chat price, then you can have ankles in chat. Oh, do they? That's cool. I didn't see an ankle showing in super chat list. Oops. 2nd and 1 coming up for the Rams. Ooh. The handoff was almost blown up, but then it still ended up getting blown up. He was able to break the first tackle, but it's a loss. Loss of downs. Or yards. Jeez. 3rd down coming up. The late night feature. 3rd and 3, 2:30 left in the 3rd. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And Matt Stafford, pass is broken up. Was going for Puka Nacua, broken up, and it's 4th and 3. And now there's a flag on the field. A bit delayed. Holding. Offense. Penalties declined. 4th down. All right. Anything to stop the freaking clock from moving. It's almost 10 o'clock and this still have a whole other quarter of football to play. This game's going so slow. I need to go to bed. To be able to give me a follow, I want to be your friend someday. I want to be a sports reporter. That's pretty cool. I am not on Twitter at the moment since I'm live, but I'll check you out when I'm done being live. But super cool. You want to be a sports reporter. Super fun. You just got to keep working towards it. Just got to keep working. It's not like I'm a sports reporter, but I think it's super cool that you want to be one. Just got to keep working towards the goal. I think a certain website called those goals. Not that I know anything about that. Curtis. Titanic is an awesome historical event that keeps my interest till this day, all the stories and whatnot. For sure. I don't know why, because it's like, it's just it sounds bad to say, but it's just like a boat crash. But like something about it and just like how it was like the unsinkable ship, and it was like in the 1912s, and it was so like regal, and you know, it was meant to be historic, just not in the way it ended up. And it's also fascinating how many things like if the Titanic would have hit the iceberg head on, they probably would have survived. Or how like there, when the Titanic was leaving the pier to first set sail, one of the cords that was like kind of helping guide the Titanic out of like the port snapped and caused the Titanic to drift into a nearby boat, and a tugboat got in the way to try to prevent them from colliding. But had the Titanic and the other boat hit, it wouldn't have had like crazy significant damage, but it would have been enough to make them have to pause the trip and postpone it by a few days, which probably would have saved the lives. Also, the fact that Titanic was aware of the ice field, and instead of going around it or stopping and waiting till sunrise to go through it, they chose to go full speed through the ice field with the warnings of all the other ships that said there's a giant ice field here. And the fact they were going full speed when they should have been going slower so they had more time to react. But nonetheless, a lot of factors played into, you know, it's one of those things where sometimes events happen, and then in hindsight, you're like, there's probably, in our alternate dimensions, there's probably a dimension in which the Titanic kept cruising past the iceberg, you know, or they stopped and they went slower and they never hit the iceberg. There's probably an alternate dimension out there where that happens, where the Titanic disaster doesn't happen, and all the lifeboats and everything else. Like, it's all so weird. Since we already are in the weeds, a cure for womanly troubles in Victorian times was a manual simulation of the pelvis until they made machines to save the poor doctor's hands. What? What? What is that even referring to? That's crazy. Apparently, I'm related to the person who did the first like hysterectomy. And there's like a house dedicated to him in Virginia called the McDowell House that is dedicated to the first like surgeon to do a hysterectomy or something. And he's like my great grandpa or something like that. I don't know. Originally from Ireland. I don't know what goals are or the chatter, whatever. I'm too innocent for whatever that's about. And we're on commercial break, by the way, for the game. The Titanic's still killing people over 100 years later, honestly. And then the submersible goes down and they implode. Crazy part is they died right near the Titanic. They made it all the way down, and then and then they didn't. They made it like almost all the way to the Titanic, and then they imploded, which is crazy too. I built a Titanic model and have books. Oh, Chris, you're another Titanic nerd. My mom is a nurse, and one of her patients was on the Carpathia the day they rescued passengers of Titanic. That's crazy. That must have been years ago, though, right? Because there's no more survivors of, at least there's no more survivors alive of the Titanic. But I'd assume that had to be like a bit of time ago, because that would have been well over 100 years now ago. But that is crazy. She was on the Carpathia the day they rescued the passengers of the Titanic. I'm sure she probably has a cool recollection of that event. That's crazy. That's really cool. Yeah, she had to have been young then, like maybe a kid or at most like a young teenager, I'd assume. I guess depending on when your mom like knew her, how old she was. That's really cool. I met a guy who was in the Holocaust, who was one of the like from a concentration camp, and he's actually, you know, the infamous picture of when the also 3rd and 5, hold on, 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. Hurts dropping back to pass, gets the pass off, and it is connects for the first down, still on his feet, Brown, and finally goes down, and it's going to be 1st and 10 with 0 seconds left of the third, going into the fourth quarter now for the Eagles. But, and we're going to go to another commercial break. But, do you know that infamous picture of like the guys on the bunk bed? Like the, well, you know, like the beds they had to sleep in. And, when the Americans came in and like one of them took that picture of like finding them in the rooms and they're all like laying on the bed looking at the camera or whatever. It's like in a lot of historical like history books and like stuff from the Holocaust. Anyways, he's in that picture. And I met him and I had his book and I had a picture taken with him. And it was super cool, super fascinating. He said he like, you know, got separated from obviously from his parents, from his sister. At the time was a kid, didn't know he would never see them again. And then he, years later, after the Holocaust, found out that his sister lived and was alive. And someone like had her address and took him to her. And he like went to her door and rang her doorbell and she looked at him and she was like, and he like said her name and she looked at him and was like, "Who are you?" And then because like by this point he's like a full grown man, like in his like 50s or something, and was a full grown man, and she was like, "Do I know you? Like, who are you?" And then he was like, "It's me, your brother." And she didn't believe him at first. She thought it was someone like pretending to be him because she thought he was dead. And then he was like, "No, it's me." And then they had like a whole reunion and it was crazy. And I'm like, that is insane. But it was a super cool experience meeting him. Super crazy. But have you ever sang "My Heart Will Go On" stage at a karaoke bar at 1 a.m.? I can't say that that's one of my go-to karaoke songs. My go-to, I take it you have, Curtis. But my go-to karaoke song is Gangster's Paradise and No Diggity and sometimes like "Don't You Want Me, Baby." Sometimes that one. But I'm really a fan of like, "As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at myself and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been blessing and laughing so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone." And that's and then you get the crowd going with the "Been spending most their lives living in the gangster's paradise," you know, and then you go back to the rap and then you get the crowd going. It's the best karaoke song. It's the best way to do it. She was a very little girl. My mom cared for her in the 1990s. Crazy. So she probably doesn't remember it like a whole lot, but she remembers it. Your favorite Christmas movie is, I like Elf and the Santa Claus. Those are good ones. I like Christmas with the Cranks is my favorite Christmas movie. But there's a lot of good ones out there, like Christmas Vacation and Rudolph the Original and so many other ones. Have you guys ever heard about the Titanic Olympic conspiracy theory? I have. I have. Manual stimulation. God. Like, that was a crazy fact that you threw out at us. Titanic was the ultimate ego trip that could have been around till this day if one person would have listened and not try to have a record sailing. Yep, agreed. Honestly, that's what did them in. Like a hair in my mouth. Can't get it out. I can feel it. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Eagles. $13:37. Hand the ball off, and they pick up the first down. God, there's a hair on my tongue somewhere, and I cannot get it. I was trying a bit to preserve chat sensibilities. Thank you. Appreciate that. What do you think? I don't know. It seems far-fetched. Yeah, I used to think that there was definitely possibly truth to it, but then the more like I watch stuff on like the building of the Titanic and then watch videos on the conspiracy between the two, I realized that it was like probably really improbable that that was actually the case. And just like with some other factors too and stuff like why, if that's your plan, like put more lifeboats on the board, you know, like, but when you look at like how they constructed it and everything, it's kind of like, it was just honestly the perfect mix of things to go wrong for the Titanic. Like the boat was meant to be able to flood like the first 4 compartments, but the iceberg tore through 6. So like if it had only hit head on, they could have stayed afloat because they could have had the first 4 compartments flood and still been able to float and been fine. But because it tore through the last 2, it wasn't built to sustain that. But it did have like a system in place so that it could get a hole in it or whatever and have up to 4 compartments filled with water and still float. But 6 did instead, which is crazy. And like the stuff when they say that they like didn't turn in time, but they actually turned, like it was a pitch black night with no moon, but all the stars were out, so they really couldn't see. And they had people on lookout. Also, 11:33 in the 4th, 3-2, and Jalen Hurts is gonna have to call a timeout because they were not ready to go. 1st and goal. But they seen the iceberg and they actually turned the boat very, very quickly for like how big of a boat it was. They were able to get it turned away from the iceberg, like within 500 feet. They were able to get it turned very quickly. And it like, they just skimmed the iceberg and that was all it took. But they were like this close. They were like within this much of a distance from missing the iceberg when they turned. Alexis out here riding dirty at karaoke. Dude, karaoke, it's game over, man. No one can top me. I'm telling you, I got the best song. You can't top me. Curtis, it was the greatest medical discovery ever known, made to cure diseases at home. That's wild. I've watched interviews on YouTube with 2 Titanic survivors. One was a 3rd-class passenger, one was crew. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I find it interesting too how a lot of their, like depending where they were, and you have to imagine like it was such a chaotic scene that they all have different, I mean, think of like 9/11, like some people were like, no, it wasn't a passenger plane, it was like a private jet or it was like a helicopter, because you don't really know what's happening at the time and you see it like so quick. So I'd imagine like something like the Titanic happening, like there was one guy who like didn't like in 1943 or something, they made the first version of like the Titanic movie, and some survivors went to the screening and one guy was very critical and was like, they were not playing music until the end, like that just wouldn't have happened, that never happened, they were never playing that song. And they're like, but we now know from multiple other witness accounts that the band did in fact play until the boat was literally like filled with water on the deck and they had to physically stop because they were in the water, and the band kept playing. So like everyone, depending on where you were, like maybe he was in a spot where he couldn't actually hear the band playing. But it's very interesting how they, especially like if you were 1st class compared to 3rd class, where you were on the boat and your experience is totally different. My mom's patient remembers survivors covered in blankets and trying to find out if their family survived. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Now, my go-to is Don't Speak by No Doubt. That's a good one. That's a good one. If you're regular with vocal warm-ups, a guy can actually do it without using falsetto. Don't speak, I know just what it's saying. So please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. No, no. And I don't need your reason. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Pass interference defense. And okay, we have offsetting penalties here on this drive. And it's going to be, I don't know what down it is right now for the Eagles. That's a good pick, Chris. The iron rivets for the Titanic were faulty, meaning the quality of making the rivets weren't up to grade due to cost and time of completion. Also true. 3rd and goal coming up for the Eagles. And Jalen Hurts dropping back. Ooh, does not connect. 10:33, clock stops because the ball goes out of bounds. And it is 4th and goal for the Eagles. I remember an article talking about the Pan Am disaster, describing disasters as combination locks. Only if a series of small things go wrong does it unlock and a disaster occurs. Very true. No, that's very true. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like a series of unfortunate events. Like once one thing goes wrong, it kind of unlocks the doors to other things happening. And then that's kind of how it goes wrong, unfortunately. That's how kind of life feels like sometimes too, you know, like when life is going crazy and then it feels like bad things just like happen in succession, you know, like everything will be fine 1 minute and then next minute it's like bam, 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 all these things happen within like a short time span. And you're like, God, everything always happens in threes. And it's like, it just unlocks the doors. And it's like, once one thing spirals. True, those 2 interviews didn't even realize the ship was sinking. One went back to sleep until she was woken up and sent help. Yeah, there was another one. The girl, what was her name? Eva? The one who was like 7 years old when it sank. She said she thought that the boats, like getting on the lifeboats was like part of the trip. Like she didn't even realize until years later that that wasn't how it was supposed to go, that she thought that that was part of the trip of the Titanic. And like there were other people who were said that because it was so loud from the steam being released when they basically hit the brakes, you know, not really, but like to avoid the iceberg, it had to release all the steam from the coal room. And it was so loud that you would stand on the deck, you couldn't hear anything. And that it was so cold outside that people were like, screw this, I'm just going to go back inside. It's 2 a.m., it's cold and loud. And so they went back inside. And so a lot of people were like not fully aware what was happening because, well, like the people were trying to tell them like we're releasing the tug, like we're the lifeboats, women and children, get over here. People like couldn't hear them and they were like, all right, let's go back inside. It's freaking cold. Like I'm over it. It's just interesting, you know? I'm sure everyone has a different recounting because everyone's experience was different. which is also what makes it so interesting. Ooh, we got a clip from a high school interception. It is so weird seeing some of these players that are like, graduated high school in 2017. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you're so young. You're so young. Like, they look like full-grown men, but I'm older than you. If Jack had lost the card game, he never would have been on the Titanic and not have to freeze in the water while Rose locked that big old door. True, and she probably also would have been on the lifeboat with the dude because they were allowing women and children, and she was first class, so she would have been one of the first people on the boats. There was also like a swell of like third class people that they say they don't know where they came from, that like they had thought they got most of the women and children off the boat and started allowing men on the tugboats and stuff. And then they realized, 1st and 10, by the way, coming up for the Rams. And 10-24 in the 4th quarter, Matt Stafford getting the pass off, gets the first down, runs out of bounds, 10-19. That like, and then all of a sudden a swell of people came out from like the middle of the ship, like out the doors, and it was like a bunch of women and children from like second, third class. And they're like, you know, people said they didn't know where they came from, they just like appeared. And the theory is that because each section of the boat was like segregated from class, that they were like locked up in the certain area because they couldn't get through. And they finally got through, and that's where like the swell of people came from to try to get to the top of the deck as the water was coming into the boat, that they finally got through like the barricades that kept the classes separate. And so they got to the top, and like almost all the boats had already been taken out. And then there was like another swell of a bunch of women and children that like couldn't get off the boat because they had already let go of all the boats. And also, they didn't have nearly enough for the amount of people that were on the boat, which was messed up. We don't need to talk about how young athletes are. I know, it freaks me out. We got 2nd and 10. Matt Stafford gets the pass off, and it is caught for a first down. 9:33 in the 4th. First and 10 coming up for the Rams, 9:21. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. And Matt Stafford hands the ball off, and the run is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. We're going to go down to 8:59 in the 4th quarter. 2nd down coming up for the Rams. High school football reminds me, during the game they mentioned Baker Mayfield donated to a high school for equipment. It was a Space Coast High School. When I heard it, it made me think of this chat. I did see that too. And the team ended up going to the state championship game, which is super cool. Yeah, I saw that too, Space Coast High School. It's funny. Maybe we could get Baker Mayfield to donate to our fund. 2nd and 11, Matt Stafford rips one. And that ball, I don't know if it came off his hand funny or it was tipped, but that looked like a wobbler. I think he was aiming for Puka Nacua, but I want to see a replay of that because that ball looked like it was like in the air. Let's see. Yep, there it is. It got tipped as it was on its way. It would have gone straight to Puka Nacua, but it got tipped. 3rd and 11, 8:23, 6, 5, 4, 3. Matt Stafford dropping back to pass, and he's got Cooper Kupp over the middle, and Cooper Kupp almost looks like he dropped it again, but I don't think he did, but it is going to be 4th down. I actually kind of think Cooper Kupp bobbled that a little bit, but I think he's getting away with it right now. 4th and 3, and the Rams are going for it. $7:48, 11, 10, 9, 8. Stafford making some changes. 5, 4. Stafford dropping back to pass. He's got someone and they hit the sideline. Stop the clock at 7:36. I've recently found a channel Scary Interesting. He covers a lot of historical maritime disasters like the origin of the Birkenhead drill. Interesting. There's a lot of cool channels out there. Welcome back, Taylor. Might need to get someone to make hefty donation. Apparently an Odunze jersey or anyone other than Fields needs to be added now. Yes, that's very true. Yeah, we need maybe Baker Mayfield will make a hefty donation to us. We got 2nd down coming up for the Rams. Clock, keep ticking away, please. 21 from Iowa. My God. He looks young. 2nd and 9. Matt Stafford dropping back, and it is not going to connect. It's crazy that these people are like 21 years old making millions of dollars. Wish it would have been me. Wish it would have been me. That's why, as much as it's like I hate like advocating for a coach to get fired and stuff, like I happened for Eberflus recently. And so I try to avoid it until it starts to get really bad because you don't like advocating for people to lose their job for like players, coaches. But these dudes are making so much money. Like, you'll be okay. You'll get another job in the NFL. And even if you don't, if you're a player and your time is up, pass the Puka Nacua for the 1st down. And there is a flag on the field. Even if you don't, like, you're still set for life, man. And I know that doesn't make up for, like, not being able to play football again or whatever, but, like, I don't know. I wish. Pass interference on Puka Nacua. OPI. 3rd and 19, is that what it said? Or 3rd and 9? Yeah, that was an OPI on Puka. Puka. I would agree with that one.
3rd and 19. That's what it is. Coming up. 5:55. Matt Stafford is going to get sacked and the ball comes out. And I think the Rams recovered it. Oof, that's rough. 4th down for the Rams. Ball came flying out of Stafford's hands, but it was recovered by the Rams. Definitely going to be a big loss on down though, so I think field goal is out of equation. Yeah, just punch that right ball right out. Now it's going to be a punt. Oof, he really lost yards on that. And fair catch for the Eagles at the, like, 5-yard line. It's kind of crazy. Like, 8-yard line? I don't know. Set for life or set for life? That's the question, isn't it? mean, yeah, if you have millions of dollars you want to spend, send them my way. Send them my way. Rams, do something and give up already. Honestly, this game is dragging. And it's not like the score is extremely low, but this game has been like, blah. It's been dragging and kind of boring. You know, the game is kind of dragging when we're able to sit here and talk about the Titanic. Oh, man. It's hard because I really want to see both teams do well, though Bills is the only team I'll accept an L from them in the playoffs. I really want to see the Bills win. Alexa's saying this game is sinking. It's sinking like the Titanic. Ooh, too soon. Honestly, I just want to go to bed, to be honest. I'm tired. And unfortunately, Mondays I have to go into work. Which means I have to wake up even earlier so that I can get into work. Shall we call it early or stick it out? We'll stick it out until the game's over, but you know, Sunday night games when they're boring like this, it's kind of like, man, it really drags. Bills at 49ers. Bills should win that game. '49ers are not too hot this year. 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles. They pick up a few yards on the run up the middle. 5:07 in the fourth quarter. Can you guys still see me? Once again, my screen looks black. What's going on here? Can you see me now? I don't know why it's doing that. It's something with, I don't think it's my camera. I think it's StreamYard, the platform that it hosts my streams on. I think something weird is going on with like the connection, and it's turning my camera off. Because my camera is fine, but something weird is going on with the site because it's throwing my screen black. I did this earlier too, and I don't know why. Weird. Video went to bed early. Apparently. Did you know the pools on the Titanic are still filled with water till this day? Well, technically there's only one pool on the Titanic, and duh, it's underwater. Vinny, Bears got a tough schedule? Yes, they do. It's not going to be easy. My video did go to bed early. It's dark. Help, it's dark here. I don't know why I did that. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Eagles. It's really kind of driving me nuts. It's like all of a sudden the connection on StreamYard or something, it just decides to shut my camera off. I don't know why it's doing that. 3rd and 1. You know, the sweater is very comfy. The downside is because I have a black cat and an orange cat. So when I wear white clothes, I get black hair on my clothes from my black cat. And when I wear black clothes, I get white hair or orange hairs on my clothes from my orange cat. So no matter what I wear, I'm not really safe because you can see the hairs no matter how much I like lint roll and everything, if I'm like holding them or whatever. And this black sweater is so comfy, but like their fur just sticks to this thing. The Eagles go for the tush push to get the first down on 3rd and 1, and I don't know if they actually converted that. They did not. The ref is signaling no. That is going to be a 4th down in like inches. I believe they're going to go for it though. Oops, kicked the camera. Yeah, definitely did not get forward progress there. 4th and inches coming up. They're going to try it again. Ooh, I think they got the Rams to jump. You see him on the Who were they calling it on? Both sides they purposely tried to get the Rams to jump, and I think they did. Yep, offsides defense. First down. Sean McVay looks shocked. He has like a face going on. Interesting. 1st and 10. Coming up. 4:19 in the 4th. 6-5. Handoff and picks up like a yard. Doesn't get very far. Going down to 4 minutes here. I'm back. The Bears, I give the Bears permission to beat the Lions twice and the Vikings 1 game. Thank you. I appreciate your permission. And now that we have that, we will go and do that. Thank you very much. That's how it works, right? Shutters. Is this how you enter a room, Roan? Just turn off the lights. The solution, black and orange, Halloween every day. God, if only I actually liked Halloween. That was from one of my favorite Doctor Who episodes. These refs are jacked. Who knew throwing flags get you muscles like that? I know, right? He's like popping out of the freaking top. Like, you see him when he's making these calls? I'm like, dang, that is quite the freaking tricep you got going on, my dude. My word is law. I'm sorry, life. The permission's already been given. Bears are gonna beat you twice. 3rd and 6 coming up. 2:55 in the 4th. Hand the ball off, and Saquon Barkley just is having himself a freaking game and runs it all the way in for a touchdown. Eagles. My God. Jalen Hurts finally changes his expression on his face to a little. Not much of an expression, but it's something. And it is a touchdown, Eagles. Dude, Barkley is having himself a game. Look at his little feet go. So crazy seeing his mouth from that angle. And the field goal extra point is good. Eagles are up 37-14 with a little over 2 minutes left of the game to go. How many touchdowns does Saquon Barkley have on the game today? My God. Dude is having himself a crazy game. 296 yards for Barkley tonight. Dang, my God, he's having a monster game. His little feet. He's an NFL running back, not a duckling following his mama. I'm just saying, why the running backs are always the tiniest ones, and they have the smallest legs, and yet they're just like. And like the shot from him from behind is, it looked like his legs were just like doo 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 doo. He's running to the end zone. But yes, I know they're NFL running backs, but it's just a funny little angle of their short little legs running it in for a touchdown. Oh no, I need to stop yawning. But does shoe size matter or not? I guess that depends on who you ask. I think we have 2:50 left in the fourth quarter. Also, there's something in my left eye driving me nuts. Yes, we know Rome, King Henry. All right. Bring us back the game. Hard Knocks in season with the AFC North. Check your local listings. Oh, something in my eye. I have not drank nearly enough of my beverage. All right, fair. Not all the running backs are small, but still. I feel like my point still stands. And oh my God, I forgot the name of the team for a second. Jesus Christ, the Rams. Oof, I just had a moment there with my brain. The Rams return ball on the kickoff. Oh, Barkley's got some wild white bottom teeth that do not match his top teeth. First and 10 coming up for the Rams. Run it up the middle. Ooh, big breakaway there. First down, Williams. I thought for a second he was getting tackled at like 3 yards and broke through some tackles and picked up the first down. Down to 2:17 in the fourth. Matt Stafford dropping back to pass, and he grounds it. Stafford's looking like he's confused on what someone was doing there. I'm not sure. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Rams. Gets a pass off to Puka Nacua. And it's going to be 3rd and probably about 5. No, about 4. Would be my guess. 3rd and 3. Yeah, they're showing more Saquon Barkley. He's had himself a game, that's for sure. Oh, dang. 302 total yards tonight? Dang. I can think of one that has all the evidence I need. Bucky Irvin and Sean Tucker are Bryce Young size, itty bitty running backs. My God. I hate that the Lions got rid of Jamal Williams. Itty bitty running backs. 3rd and 3. Coming up for the Eagles. 2 minutes left. We are at the 2-minute warning. And Matt Stafford dropping back to pass, and that is defended. No good. 4th and 3, but they're going to have to go for it. They have 1 minute 56 seconds left. Got a lot of ground to make up to try to come back in this game, which is basically impossible at this point, but they're going to go for it. Whew, got the chills. Matt Stafford dropping back to pass, gets the pass off. They get the first down. And we're at 148. It's so interesting how they're really like driving downfield to try to make something happen, but they're like 3 touchdowns behind. Matt Stafford dropping back, gets the pass off, and it's another first down. Continuing to march downfield, 127. And dropping back to pass again. 1st and 10. And pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Coming up for the Rams, 112. The clock has stopped. And we got some motion and dropping back to pass. Tossing it over the middle, and it is caught. Cooper Kupp for the touchdown. Rams, I believe. Yeah, okay, now they're calling it. Touchdown, Cooper Kupp. They're going to go for 2. Wait, Rome, why are you saying Kupp? Oh, wait, his knee was down. Oh, I guess they're still calling it a touchdown. It looks like his knee hit the field before he got to the end zone, but 2-point conversion attempt. Fakes the handoff, and no good. 2-point conversion, not successful. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Not good. Not good at all. (37-20). Makes it seem like when the game ends that the score is closer than what it was because Philly has pretty much dominated most of this game. .107 left in the 4th. They do an onside kick. I don't know what the heck that was. He tried to swat it away on the Eagles like it was a volleyball to knock it out of bounds. I don't know why you wouldn't just try to catch it because I have no idea if it bounced off of a Rams player now, but there's multiple flags on the field, but that was a weird decision to do. I get trying to get it out of bounds, but like that was a risky thing to try to do, knowing like just catch the ball. And am I wrong here? I don't think he should have tried to volleyball spike it out of bounds. And we're going again for the onside kick after the penalties offsetting. And Goddard receives it. This time he catches it instead of volleyball spiking it. And the Eagles have the ball, and they're going to be able to just run down the clock and win this game. Chris with the $5 super chat. Thank you. More for the tires. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are always coming through with the tire fund. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Closer to our tire fund. Oh, because I said cop in the comment before. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I thought you were talking about your Ravens, Rome, but I think you're talking about a show about the fandom being split. I like that attitude. Ow. All right. Second down for the Eagles. They're just going to kneel it again. And then it should be game over. We're at 56 seconds of the fourth quarter. So one more kneel down, and we should be donezo. This is how Sirianni's standing on the sidelines while you're winning. That's an interesting face to make. All right. And we kneel it again. And game is over. Just like that, baby. The game is over. Philadelphia wins 37-20. It's weird looking at the score 37-20. You would have thought that this would have been like an interesting game, but it really felt sluggish. And like the Eagles were kind of just not even necessarily dominating, but they definitely were outplaying. And it just kind of felt like the game was moving in slow motion a lot of the time. Felt very lackluster, but either way, Philadelphia comes away with the win and improves their record to 9-2. Hey, we have another super chat from some guy named Dave. $10 for the tires. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for coming in clutch for my tire fund. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. I'm definitely going to need them, but thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Some guy named Dave goes again towards the Alexis J. New Tire Fund. We're making progress. Progress chart. We need one. Yes, I need to make a chart showing where we're at on the fund chart for our tires. We're getting closer and closer with each day, with each super chat. We get closer to the tire fund, which is one step on our progress goal towards buying the Bears from the McCaskies. One step at a time. Thank you, some guy named Dave. There's an epic called Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, but there could be a Bears in Space episode in the cards. Interesting. 3 thermometers, tires, Bears, space. Yes, that's what we need. A little goal sheet for each. Little tracker. Well, guys, that was an all right game. I think the chat was more fun than the game itself. Maybe you agree, maybe you don't agree, but had fun talking with you all tonight. I will be posting my clip from the Vikings game later on. God, that was depressing. But don't forget, if you guys enjoy the stream, to please give it a like so that other people can find it. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, because we got going live all the time. And we also have content on the main, on the main videos and everything else. So please subscribe if you're not. And if you've never commented in the chat, don't hesitate to comment in the chat. We talk about some weird stuff, but honestly, you can tune in and start discussing anytime you'd like about anything. Really, that's how the chat goes. So if you watch and you're not sure, you can always chime into the chat. But I appreciate everyone for watching. I will be live again tomorrow night for Monday Night Football. So you won't be without me for too long. So hopefully you don't get too sick of me yet. But I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Thank you very much. Thank you, chat, for being entertaining as always. Oh, and we have one final super sticker here we got to shout out before we go. Thank you again for the $3 super. God, sorry, I have an itchy nose. Thank you again for the $3 super sticker. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for the sticker. Much appreciated. Goes towards the Alexis Jade Tire Fund and eventually Brain the Bears Fund. Just $6.4 billion to go. But thank you guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you everyone who submitted super chats and stickers and everything so forth. Much appreciated. And as always, I'm Alexis Jade. I will be live tomorrow night. So tune in and thank you guys for watching. Bye. Wait, hold on. Okay, I forgot what button I was pressing. I'm too tired. Okay, take two. Ready and action. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.